say your name?
I'm Tom Barclay. I'm a Senior Product Manager for Adobe and for Flash Professional.
Hi, Tom, maybe you can talk about Adobe's open screen concept.
Sure, I'd be happy to. So Adobe created an industry initiative about 2 years ago, in May 2008, called the Open Screen Project. And the goal of that was to really make it much easier to bring content producers and content consumers together. And to do that, we are working with a broad group of industry partners in the mobile industry, content providers, technology partners that are working with us to provide ubiquitous runtimes to make it possible for developers to be able to easily create their content once and then to be able to deploy it out to consumers wherever they are across multiple devices. So we want to make content available on PCs, on smartbooks, on laptops, netbooks, digital home devices, television sets, you name it. So the content can be deployed everywhere, both in the browser with Flash Player and as standalone applications that can be deployed through application stores or downloaded from the web. Yes, there's certainly been a lot of discussion around HTML5, and Adobe is actually very supportive of HTML5. We believe that HTML5 needs to evolve. It's been fairly stagnant for the past 10 years or so, and Adobe's involved. We're part of the W3C standards organization that's helping to drive the evolution of HTML5, and we are definitely supportive of that process. We will provide tooling support for HTML5 as well, and there's yet another opportunity for Adobe to provide best-in-class tooling for web technologies. But an important thing is it's not an either-or proposition. Developers who are creating experiences for the web don't have to choose Flash versus HTML5. Flash has always extended HTML. They've always worked together, and developers typically use a combination of technologies like HTML and JavaScript and Flash and PHP to build their experiences. And we expect that's going to continue, and Flash will continue to innovate.
Would you continue your support for developers who might be developing applications for products like the iPad?
So we've done a fair amount of work, which has been broadly publicized in creating the ability for Flash developers to be able to create iPhone applications or iPad applications, and we will provide that feature called the Packager for iPhone as part of Flash Professional CS5. But given that Apple has changed their licensing restrictions and will not allow the use of third-party technologies to develop those applications, we will not be pursuing that feature. We will provide it so people can continue to build applications and they can try to submit them to the Apple Application Store, and it'll be up to Apple to decide whether they accept those or not.
I mostly use Flash and Flex. Flex being a superset of Flash to actually create these business-rich internet applications. The new Adobe Suite CS5, they added specifically for my day-to-day workings. I'm using Flash Catalyst to actually mix both the design and the development business aspect together to create a more seamless, easy workflow. Before, the process was very hard to actually integrate a lot of graphics and update them very easily, and we're hoping that Catalyst will actually streamline the process so that we can save time and create applications quicker and more appealing to the users. The Flash platform is very cost effective because you compile once, you can use it over several browsers, over several different kinds of hardware, and very soon it's all going to be on mobile hardware, so phones and tablets, which makes for a business and makes a very good choice. But then if you have to separate your software base into two, one Objective-C and the other one for Flash, well, it's going to cost more because you need more developers. One that's more Flash-centric, the other one more Objective-C-centric. You also are going to have more problems with deploying it. You're probably going to have to create more processes, more environment, more testing. So in the long run, what Apple is actually doing is kind of alienating a lot of these small companies where they could be saving money if they were using a Flash platform to go over all these hardware, but instead you have to be using their stuff. So I don't think I don't think anybody wins in this case other than maybe Apple.